Hey, YouTube world, we are back. Hope you're having a great day so far. This is going to be just a fun story to talk about here, and so I don't know if anyone saw this campaign that's going on recently, but Spencer Dinwiddie, he's a point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a really cool story outside of just being a great point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie was a second-round pick. I think he was either a second-round pick or undrafted. Signed with Detroit. Was basically their third or fourth string point guard for a while. Just totally bounced around the league. And then went to Brooklyn as like a last-ditch effort. This was back when Brooklyn was like totally garbage and didn't have their draft picks. So they had to find talent within the... They had to find talent in places where other people didn't and give opportunities to guys that wouldn't have had opportunities on other teams. So what they did with Dinwiddie, second-round pick Joe Harris, those are the two that I find most prominent, and, a third one, Caris LeVert, who was a number 19 pick that they got in a swap for, I forgot, they gave up, was like Joe Johnson or something. They gave up someone and got the 19 pick, and Caris LeVert turned into like a guy no one had ever heard of that ended up being great because they had opportunities. Anyway, so Dinwiddie is a great point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, backup to Kyrie, one of the best sixth men in the league. Dinwiddie is starting a campaign where if he is able to collect $24 million in Bitcoin, he will sign a 1-year minimum contract with the team of America's choosing. Now, Dinwiddie can be a free agent after 2021. So it wouldn't be this offseason, it would be the offseason after. Dinwiddie, if they reach $24 million in Bitcoin to him, Spencer Dinwiddie will sign a 1-year minimum to knock the competitive balance of the NBA a little bit and compete for that team in the following season. And this is interesting on multiple levels. Number one, Dinwiddie is so getting around the issue with the salary cap coming up with the NBA because the salary cap's going to fluctuate so dramatically. And he knows in his 2021 free agency, there's going to be no money for him to sign. The 2021 free agency is going to be totally blown up because, first of all, teams aren't going to have money to sign players because of the new salary cap restrictions. And two, the money they do have to sign players will go towards trying to sign LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, trying to sign the superstars that are all going to be available come 2021. Bradley Beal, another name on that list. All the money that is available is going to be used to try and sign superstar players. Paul George, another name on that list. But anyways, so he's getting around this idea by getting his money now, and then he'll sign a minimum deal just for the competitive balance side of it, because everyone's going to take a minimum deal on Spencer Dinwiddie. No one's going to say no to that, because Spencer Dinwiddie's market value is so much higher than that. So this is a genius move. I cannot emphasize enough how much I love this idea from Spencer Dinwiddie. Number two, it is an engaging thing that people can be excited about during the NBA's hiatus, which will probably extend all the way to December of next year, is the fact that the fans get to pick what team a guy gets to play for. I mean, this is totally unprecedented, totally unheard of. It is one of the most genius things I have ever heard of. And it's just so cool to think about. The idea that a player is going to screw the competitive balance of the league by collecting money in the short term and then would be willing to, understanding that his contract is not going to be longer than a year or 2 years, seeing as there is going to be no middle class left in basketball. This guy is a genius. A genius in figuring out how he can get his market value and be able to compete in the NBA come, 2021, 2022 in the season, that he's not going to get any kind of long-term contract, so he's going to collect that money on a one-year deal for what the $24 million plus the minimum contract, that equals about $26 million, which is about what Spencer Dinwiddie would go for under normal circumstances. It's like a 3-year, $78 million deal. This guy is so smart in doing this situation in terms of like creative ways to get your money. This guy has made a great move. I'm not going to probably contribute to the cause, but I am hoping that Spencer Dinwiddie gets to that $24 million threshold. I am praying, because God, do I want to see this work out so bad for a guy who is so easy to root for, given that he's like on his last leg in the league, the 10th man on the bench on the worst team in the league, and then scrapping his way all the way to finding himself now in the position to cash in on that deal. In the coronavirus situation and the timing of his free agency means he wouldn't be able to cash in on what's happening here. So please go pay Spencer Dinwiddie $24 million if you're able to do it, because that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I really am hoping that he gets to this threshold, and I just want to say it for the 5th time. He is a genius. Spencer Dinwiddie is a genius.